Husband having a geek today.
Yeah. Dong
Doing, doing,
ding.
doing, doing. He's like, we're live, we're live, we're live. That's when I do my best work when we're live.
Not live yet though. That sounded hard. Yeah.
It sounded horrid. Stop texting me.
Yeah, well, it was all choppy from the event. So we'll talk about the event. We'll talk about
We're
Cannabis
live
Island
right
or
now.
whatever.
Yeah.
Did we go live? It's still
Yeah,
not.
we're live, Larry Reed, the band on weed. How is everybody doing this Sunday evening? Hopefully everybody had a good productive weekend and um everybody's I know I've been super busy. What you been doing, Larry?
Yeah, you've been on live. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. Yeah. Nothing. Just working on some different stuff. What we got going on out there. Been working on some of our grinder logos and getting that all ready to go. We got. You had a big weekend, huh? You got the Cannabis Island there
Yeah, we were
and
out at the
all that
Cannabis
kind of world going
Island and
on.
we had a little vacation getaway with out there. It was really nice. She had a great turnout in Dell City for her grand opening, and it's crazy. We was outside doing the patient drive, and the winds came like 50 miles an hour and like blew everything away. Like literally, we were okay and everything, but it was just like out of nowhere. They just like the whole tent just took off, and we're like, all right. So we had to all like run inside because it just started storming. So it was all good.
At Cannabis Island. This is all at Cannabis Island.
Yeah, literally, like 1 minute it was like hot as hell, and we were sweating, and then it got cooler, and then the wind started whipping, and then like a gust of like 50 plus mile wind came and just blew the whole thing in the back away. So, yeah, it was
Did you run
crazy.
after the tent, or you just leave the tent fly away?
No, they grabbed it, but I had to get all the patients inside, and we got it all done. I mean, it wasn't like alarming or anything, but it was just crazy because the winds were so crazy. So, hey, this was something I posted on my page today. It was if you guys are curious, it's got the food inspection compliance education talking about they're going to start going around and checking and looking into everybody's edibles. I posted that on my Facebook page for those of y'all that might be interested and need to know some info on that because that's really important as far as all that good stuff goes. But yeah, and then I heard at the Green Retreat we've got about 6 different food trucks set up to go out to the Green Retreat. If there's anybody else that's still wanting to get on out there at that event, we do still have some space available. We'll definitely have some vendor space available, more food trucks available. Um, they're locking in all the different artists, getting that information put up on the website as well as far as who else performing. Actually, let me pull that up. They've been doing some updates. You can
So
actually
more
go
food
up to
trucks
the
rolling in.
greenretreatok.com and get your patient drive registration right there. What'd you say, Larry?
They got more food trucks
Well,
because if we're
we're
going to be out
adding
there
some more.
for
We
like,
have a deadline coming up, but there are a few more spots available for food trucks. But yeah, it's getting filled up with vendors. I know we definitely have some spots left, but and the tickets have now gone on sale. So you guys can go up here and purchase your tickets, and then you can also sign up for your patient drive. It's a pre-registration. You don't have to pay for the patient drive yet. You just pre-register, and if you actually will go online and pre-register for that by clicking on here, it's going to take you to Eventbrite. You can fill out your information. We can get you everything done ahead of time, so you don't even have to do anything when you get there. You just basically show up and give us your name, and it's only $115 for the patient drive, and It's real simple, and we're doing children as well. So the event is child friendly. They're having primitive camping. You can bring your camping gear and go ahead and camp out there and all that good stuff. They're having nature walks, and here's this video again. I think is just really cool. Let me play this for y'all. Check it out. Larry, don't let me find out that you put on a speedo and go do a cannonball out there off them them
I'm doing
bouncy
it.
things. Don't you do it, Larry? But if you do, I'd pay good
I've been
money.
I've been looking for I've been looking for one of those bathing suits that apparently there's somebody that makes those little ones, like you were talking about, out of hemp.
Yeah.
They call them Weedos.
Weedos. I think you'd be grand in Weedos.
Strap into some
I think that
Weedos.
would be totally your brand. You could rock that pretty cool out there at the green retreat.
That's it.
Yep.
Get me a big old sack to hold my harvest in, and for the
You mean for
Weedos
your
have
sweaty balls? Is that what you're talking about?
a.
You got some of those on your
That's
desk?
right.
Where they
Because
at?
all of our guests that come to visit the grinder receive
Show
sweaty
sweaty
balls.
balls. I
That's
can't
it.
wait to get
So
my pair.
if you'd like to get your free set of
Sweaty
sweaty
balls.
balls, then definitely get a hold of us and come on in and be one of our guests some night. Uh, you'll have to do it fast if you want to get there before I'm back, because I'll be
Yep.
back in the next week or so. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to avoid seeing me, now's your chance. I'll be over here.
Practicing with this weed X's. Oh,
Yeah.
here's another
Thank you,
thing
Raymond.
that you signed us up for. You said there's a Mary Jane date with Mary Jane, an event supporting Oklahoma flood victims on June 15th. We're going to be participating with that, right, Lair?
Yeah,
It's at the
that's
pump.
the. I'm going to tag her right here. See if we can.
2425 North Walker at the pump. And it's date with Mary Jane, an event supporting Oklahoma flood victims. Let me see what all it's talking about, what you got me into. It says, who is in for a night of laughter, drinks, and just an outright fun time? Or did Cupid get a little confused with the heat and decide to throw some arrows in the middle of June? Either way, we hope you join
Boo,
us for
boo,
this
boo.
night of meeting and greeting in a whole different way. Is this speed dating? You got me going to
It
there?
is, man. Everybody takes a big line of meth and they. uh,
But it's for charity, right? It's to help the flood
yeah,
victims.
it's for charity. There's going to be a silent auction. I think you're going to be able to buy somebody out
Are
there.
you for sale, Larry?
Uh,
You
if
might
it's for
be.
kids, I'll help out kids. That's
Says there will be
If it's for the
15
kids, I'd
tables
be more than happy
available,
to do all
speed
that kind of
dating,
stuff.
as well as date auction with some industry favorite sweethearts and bad boys. What? You know Carrie likes the bad boys. Let's see. Going up on the date block to be auctioned to the highest bidder for a free date with one of your favorite heartthrobs. Auctioneers to be announced soon. Dun dun dun. Somebody's already been announced. I just announced it.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't have the people up there yet on who
On
they're
who they're
auctioning
gonna
it off
auctioning for the dates.
to the dates. And so I guess
Cool.
me and the green chef, the cleaning green chef, Tony
Okay.
Freitas,
Tony.
is going to be.
Chef Tony.
We're going to share the microphone,
Gotcha.
which is kind of an odd thing to say at a dating thing. But yes, we'll be sharing the microphone, and we hope everybody comes out. It's a Saturday night. It's good hours. It's at the pump.
Get it in at the pump. Yeah.
So it should be a good time for everybody there. And most importantly, we get to help out the flood
Flood
folks
victims. Yeah.
who've just, I don't know if anybody follows Farm 788 out there on the Instagram, but man, they showed a picture of their location, and the only thing that's showing is the roof.
Mm.
They're that far underwater. They were just getting ready to open up, I think, like last week, and then the skies opened up, and they said, not this week's. So
Mm.
we hope everything works out for Farm 788 and all the rest of the people out there.
Yep.
And so we're looking forward to donating some of our time, a little bit of our smiles, and a little bit of our money to help out some good folks out there on the eastern part of the state.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
So yeah, if you guys aren't doing anything on June 15th, you guys should probably meet us out there. I don't think you have to do the speed dating. I think you can come participate in it, but that's where we'll be at on the 15th at the pump.
there's even, I think there's a sloppy seconds that they're auctioning off also, or I'm not sure.
I had so many things right there on my tongue. I'll go ahead and keep that. This is Sunday.
It is Sunday. It is.
This is our Friday. We're off tomorrow and Tuesday. So I'm
Yeah, so
excited though. I've
that's
got lots of people that have reached out to us to get booked for the show. We're just trying to get everything finalized. So if you guys have any kind of grow, dispensary, or a processor, or you have an ancillary business that supports the cannabis community, definitely we would love to talk to you. Just reach out to me on instant message or on direct message, and I'll talk to you. And we can try to get you set up and scheduled for the grinder. I'm hoping next week we'll have at least a couple each night and keep the flow going. We want to get our momentum built back up like we had for the Palooza, having at least 1 to 3 guests on an evening to keep it real fun and interesting for everybody's viewing pleasure. So that's what we're working on. If I can keep this
yeah,
on
and
screen.
well, there's the Mary Jane coming in a little bit stronger. I've also
Ooh,
been putting up all the episodes on the YouTube. We've got a YouTube channel which is the Grinder Live over there on the YouTube stuff, so you don't have to. You can still find them on the Facebook and all that stuff, but you can find them in one general location right there over there on the YouTube.
cool.
Uh, so that's there, and then uh,
I was trying to find this quickly. Oh, this was something I posted too earlier, and it's the urban joint. Let me go to the info on here. Miss Debbie, one of the OG 788 activists, she posted it. Looks like they're doing a free drive on June 21st. So I thought that was important, and they really wanted to get the word out to anyone who was part of the petitions. It's open to everyone, from what I can read from this post, but especially it looks like that's in the Tulsa area. But they're having a free patient drive, so that's great. So if anybody is in
a
that
free patient
area,
drive.
yeah, they mainly
That's
want it to
pretty
go to the
interesting, huh?
petitioners, but it's open to everybody. So that's on my page. But it's the urban joint. So I thought that was pretty good. So I posted that out there.
And where part of the state are they in?
It looked like it's in Tulsa.
Living on Tulsa
Tulsa.
time.
Yep, that's right.
Living on Tulsa time. Hey, who's that? This was Chronic.
Ah, that was the event from Saturday
Is
out
it you?
there. I was trying to find my little. Oh, I could probably find it faster. To the happy hour thing. Well, our learn and burn that we're doing. We're actually going to be rolling that out. It's the second Wednesday of every month over here at our 16th Street Event Center. And the first one is for the patient. So it's a patient mixer, and you get to come in. We're actually going to have people coming in and teaching us how to grow and get your 6 plants started up, and have your grow tent and what soils to use, how to germinate a seed, what lights you should get. And we've got the event center, and then we also have a place in the back where If you need to burn, you can burn. And then the third Wednesday of every month, we're rolling out the industry mixer, which is for OMMA registered businesses. And we actually already have two attorneys confirmed that are going to come in and be available. What the hell are you doing? Come in and be available for questions. Um, I know a lot of the business owners have questions on the new laws and the stuff that's coming down the pipeline. So we're having like a panel discussion available. So I've got at least two attorneys, and I'm also seeking a couple of accountants to come in and talk as well. So if you guys know of anyone that is a specialist in the cannabis industry and would like to be part of our panels for the owners of the different businesses to speak with directly, then have them reach out to me too, because that's going to be a good event. And then this was something I found also. I posted to my page. It's a disaster assistance for the El Reno residents that were affected for the flood and tornadoes. The Lord's Harvest in El Reno, they're providing food and different services. So this is on my page too. You have to kind of scroll down. It was all the way to yesterday morning, but I saw that. So hopefully that might can help some people. Anybody that was affected in the El Reno area, they've got some food and just different things available there. Oh, here it is. That's the industry mixer expert panel. That's going to be Wednesday. There, the third Wednesday. Oh, there's our pictures. When y'all come on the grinder, we all have these famous pictures with our famous friends that they're our residents here. And if you wonder who that guy is there in the top right, oh yeah, that's Christian on the ones and twos.
CD on the TV.
So I don't have a whole lot tonight, guys. Is there anybody wants any shout outs? Anybody that's watching? What did you guys do this weekend? James Cornwell said, "Remember Captain Kangaroo? He had the mouse, and then they will drop the ping pong balls." Regarding
Mr. Bunny
shrimp
Rabbit.
balls.
It was Mr. Bunny Rabbit.
Yeah.
And Mr. Moose. I used to watch that. I got that many years. I was a Captain Kangaroo guy. That haircut that he had was just like ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Well, we're so exciting this evening. It's kind of tough. It's not the same without you here, Lair.
Well, we'll change that soon. We've got the degenerate flame off ready to go off soon.
Yeah, you're gonna be there live.
Just, we're going to be there live. I'm going to do my best to get I think I'm just going to set up the phone and just leave it stream, and then it'll just be there, and we'll figure out how to bring it into the broadcast.
And all the crazy folks, and get your craziness on there. And
yeah, well, it takes a while to blow glass. Like it just doesn't happen. It's a matter of a few hours and hours and hours of turning and twisting and blowing and da 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 da. So it kind of takes a little while. Like it's not the most exciting thing to watch. There's usually like one or two big moves that happen when you blow glass, and you want to be there for those. But besides that, it's like nah. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to bring a lot of good glass to Oklahoma City. Since I give you two a night.
Are you going to bring some for our showroom to display?
Yes, I am.
Score. Yeah, show us these unique pieces, sir.
So here's one. They have this Burro Derby there, which I announced for a couple of years, and then they kind of fucked me over and didn't bring me back to announce the event no more. But fuck them anyway. I'm all about the glass, and I'm all about the car. Yeah, what the fuck. I got them 100,000 views, and then they didn't bring me back.
What the hell?
Yeah, fuck them.
What's inside of there? What is that supposed to be? A Martian? What is it?
It's a monkey.
Oh, it's a monkey. That's wicked. Ooh.
And it's a car.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've ever been a Boy Scout,
looks like he's on a skateboard, like a.
Yeah, well, it's a Pinewood Derby car.
Okay.
And they race them down the track, and then they auction them off for So that's the car done by Coil and Elbow.
Coil and elbow. Do you see all that shit back there on the back desk? You got like 1,000 pieces back there. It's an adventure at your house. We're going on an adventure. That one's cool.
You know what a dunny is, right? That's what those dolls, they're dunnies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually by that same artist that did the monkey in there. This is from the old 14 male days, which is a not really a glorious time in the glass world, but uh, there it is. You hit him up here. There you go.
It looks like the
Make it
thing on
official.
his butt, though. I don't like that too much. Oh god. So James now says you could have like a weed Muppet turtle and put a marijuana leaf on it. She'll make it famous.
What are we going to do?
Possibility.
I'm down.
Simply Cases says that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some cool pieces. I could see your
It's
wife
also by a
saying,
guy named
"Larry,
D.
where's all the money?" Oh, I didn't get a whole bunch, honey. I just got one, and then you got like your whole little special stash you came back with from all these different places you go.
D-Rec is the other artist in this one. Here, I'll show you one more. Look at this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's an apple.
Hmm. Fancy apple.
Yeah, by Harold Cooney. It's the style is this Zenefgro, which is they take two pieces of glass and they like twist it together, and it creates this like ribbon. I don't know if you can see the ribbon effect. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there you can. Look
Yep.
at that.
Yep.
And so those are all like twisted cane, and then he lays them, or actually glass by boots, laid them all together and then made a rig out of it.
I love the way you illustrate it
Da.
each time. Dee dee da.
Yeah, but it's the old days. They have males on them. Now they
Mm-hmm.
have females.
Ah.
See, now they just make them female, and then it goes down in there, and it keeps the oil on the inside of it rather than getting the outside of the joint all nasty. So, and they don't use domes anymore. Everything's a banger. You know, it all pretty much went to the banger.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need a dome, but being that it's old school night here,
Old
here's a
school,
little.
kicking it. Old school, chicka chicka chicka. Old school.
There's another car.
It's like show and tell. Oh gosh, you got all the cool
So
toys.
here's the old school nail. Bet you haven't seen one of these, Miss Chronic.
I'm sure I have not. Okay, that really looks like a nail.
Yeah, that's why they called it a nail.
Yeah.
And then what you would do is you would take this and you'd
It's a lot of steps
drop it
going
down
on.
into here,
Aha.
and then you put the. It's too big a nail. You would use actually the other side. You would take this off, Take this off. I forget what the name of this nail was, but it was pretty good because you could fit any rig with it that was out there. And you just run that up like
Have
that,
you
and
ever
then you
used
stick it in
these?
like
Have you ever
that.
smoked out of these cars and whatnot, or you just pretty much keep them for show? Like, have you actually like christened them?
No, me as a
Collector?
true collector, I don't.
You're like, I'm not
A
gonna
lot of
lose
people
it.
smoke out of their rigs, but I don't.
You're like, I'm keeping it.
Yeah, well, I in
Just
a
because
lot
you're
of cases,
collecting it.
some of these specialty ones are really designed for uh a lot of it is expression of art
Yeah.
in what it is, and they're functional and all that. But if it comes down to like using science, and I'm all about getting the most value out of the science, where I go is I
The
go nectar
nectar
collecting.
collector.
That's it. Out
These
of
big
all
old
these
foamy
pieces of
jammers right here.
glass,
We got these right here
that's it.
available. Yeah, we're gonna have these in the showroom here in our showroom here in Oklahoma City. He's got the big one and the little one. They're one of our sponsors. The Nectar Collector. For sure. Well, you know that dabbing granny, she has all those bongs, man, and she gets after it with them.
Half her shit is Chinese. Don't let her fool you.
Ah, how dare she have Chinese? Nobody saw that before. The ones that are just now tuning in, this is June 28th and 29th on Friday, Saturday. For any of those that y'all just joining in. I just like to do this. Cannonball.
There you
Yeah.
go. That was pretty wild.
Just wait till we get out there and you get to see what really goes on at the Green Retreat. Lots of fun.
It's gonna be an awesome time. Anybody that's going to be in the area needs to come out to that party because it's overnight and it's going to
Two
be
nights in a row.
off the hook. It's going to be
I don't know
crazy.
how we're going to function on Saturday, to be quite honest. But I'm going to, because I have a patient drive to do.
I just got to talk, so I'll be all set.
Yeah, we're camping out there. Me and the girls. Me and my crew. You camping with us?
Hell
I
yes.
got a 10-seater.
A 10-seater?
I got to figure out how to get it out there. I don't know if my truck can pull it.
Aren't they supposed to drop it off for us?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I go get it and take it out there. That's a boy thing I need some help with.
Yeah, drag me one out there too. Especially
We
it's
could have
so
a
early
bunk
in the morning
bed.
with that
Got
eight
one of those
o'clock
bunk beds. We
yoga. I
got a
gotta.
10 better.
Yeah, I don't know about sleeping with no women like that, man. Y'all at a different level than me, man.
Yeah, we're pretty cray cray.
I'll be squeezing cheeks all night, not wanting to rip some loud gas from eating on them hot dogs by the fire or whatever.
Oh, that sounds great. Yep, you'll need your own place.
Sitting there. Oh, excuse me, ladies. Yeah,
Yeah, you'll
no,
be
we'll
like, Terry,
pass
get
on
out of
that.
here.
Actually, I'm worried about vice versa.
You never know.
uh, but so anyway, CD
Well,
coming out to the party. CD's coming out to the party, right? He knew not to book anything for that
we need to
Saturday,
put him on
right?
the ones and twos cam. Get in there.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're talking about.
What do you think of that
Those
purple
little
rain?
balloons.
It's purple rain. I never
Purple
meant to
rain.
cause you any problems. I never meant to cause you any pain. Only one time, want to see you laughing in that purple rain.
Don't
Purple rain.
quit your night job.
Don't quit your day job. Don't give it away. So that's about all I
Okay,
got here. You
well,
want to see? Here,
huh?
I'll give you one more from the back.
Give us one more from the backside. You got to be more prepared, Larry, for this impromptu just that we're doing on Sunday night.
Here's
Dun, dun,
the
dun.
Snick Barnes.
Coming in from the back. We can't see it. Other side. There you go. There we go. There we go. What? What the hell? What is that?
Wait, it's not translating well. It needs more light.
Is it a
It's a gas
squid?
mask.
Oh, it's a
Gas
gas
mask.
mask.
Yeah.
That's very unique. Looks like a squid. Oh, I see this. Okay. That's crazy. Look at all that
Yeah.
dust.
It is. So there it is. It's a bowl from Flower Days. So that's all I got for you, Miss Chronic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for holding down the fort.
Yep. A few more
CD,
days.
great job again. We got it figured out here.
I think we got it pretty well put together. I'm excited. We're gonna have some guests, some more guests set up for this week, and I'll be working on getting that done on my day off. Days off. Getting everybody squared away, and
Yeah, well, we're supposed to get that electricity drop back there, and then we'll move the studio in, and we'll tighten it up a little bit. We'll get ourselves a little bit of hangout, chill area over there by that one corner, and
so we can have
we
start
can
having
maybe
some
get
live
a.
performances, perhaps. Some
Yeah, we got more
stars.
equipment on the way and all that kind of
Mm-hmm.
stuff. We got some more microphones and things like that that managed to pull out of the shed.
That's
So
awesome. We
yeah.
might as well just get you a U-Haul and just bring it all back.
Oh
I wonder
shit.
how that only
I
take
ain't
you.
making that drive. You got the wrong guy for that. So
Yeah, my kids about died on their drive. They were like done going to Florida.
are they still there?
Yeah, they did the medieval times or something today.
There you go. Well, there you go. To the I'm sure they're watching down there in Florida. We've got a pretty good following in Florida these days. So they're probably it's probably being played on the monorail as they zip around Disney. And
Yay!
there you go. And they're
Yeah,
like, that's my mommy. That's my mommy, Miss Chronic.
yeah. They ain't thinking about me in Disney World.
Yeah, Mickey's like, your mom's Miss Chronic. I gotta meet her.
Oh yeah, that's totally what Mickey would say. All right, well, till Wednesday, Larry, and thank you for everybody
Okay, Miss
watching.
Chronic.
Yeah,
Yep,
hope everybody had a great
both of you.
weekend, and we'll definitely do this again on Wednesday. So look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have a good night.
There you go. Hasta la vista. Peace. Larry Reed, the man on weed. We're out of here.